Count, a simple tool to be more effective. That's right. Count. Count what you want to do more of. Count so you know what you did. Count to inspire yourself to keep going. Count and you will do more over time. Count on yourself to get results. Effectiveness makes your life work better, and you can become more effective right now. All you really need is a willingness to do so in this little tool of counting. Sometimes you're able to decide on a course of action and to just go do it exactly the way you want to, without missing a single step along the way. Right now, I'm doing that in a number of areas. Probably you are too. Many of these things that I want to accomplish require that I put in consistent effort over a long period of time. That's probably true for you as well, right? I've recently regained the ability to be active and do things, and there are creative things I'm happy that I can do now. Despite whatever struggles I encounter on a moment-by-moment basis, I'm making progress. I'm guessing you are too. Yet, I've discovered that there are times when I need a little bit of help. And one tool I've started using again is simply counting. Counting how well I do at accomplishing, in my case, 4 specific creative things that I believe succeeding at will have a big impact on my life. It's about measuring. And in the past, I've done this kind of counting thing and found that it helped me. I built an extremely successful business that way. Counting gives you an accurate understanding of what you've accomplished. So what kind of counting helps? Well, I found simply counting true or false for an activity taking place works. It doesn't really matter whether you feel you've done something well or done it poorly. It's just a matter of measuring whether you've done it. The idea being that you are doing it to the best of your ability given the constraints of the day. Maybe that's where you're at right now, needing just a little bit of help in becoming more effective. Are there a few areas where you feel like you being more effective would have a big impact on your life? Well, those are the areas to put a little effort into counting, just a temporary tracking type of thing. And measuring just a few areas on a daily basis and tracking your progress over a period of weeks or months might help you. Keep it simple. Just note whether you succeeded in doing an activity or not, and just choose a few to keep track of. For example, right now, I've got these 4 creative things I want to work on that I'm not able to do on, there's a lot of days where I can't do them. And I find that frustrating. I mean, I've gained this ability to do these 4 things, or at least to do one and then to do another. Maybe not all 4 and maybe none of them on a particular day, but it feels like there's just so many days where I'm unable to do what I want. But as I started counting, I realized something that I used to know. There's surprising power in counting. So I started tracking these 4 things, and it helped me immediately because in starting to count, I soon realized I was actually doing these 4 things more often than it felt like. I mean, not as often as I want, yet more successfully than I'd realized. And my desire to do these things 5 days a week is really strong. Yet, at the moment, my ability to do so on a lot of days just doesn't exist. So, strong on desire and still lacking ability on days when I'm not well enough to do them, I feel frustrated sometimes. Well, quite often, actually. And you might feel frustrated sometimes too, right? Well, counting helps with that feeling. I found myself feeling a big hole of dissatisfaction with myself in the days I couldn't do all 4 things, and especially on the days where I couldn't do any of them. But my simple tracking system showed me that I was succeeding more often than it really felt like. Obviously, I'd rather succeed in doing all 4 things 5 days a week. I believe I'll get there and beyond. For now, for me, and probably for you too, it's important to recognize what you do succeed in doing as you do it. Even the simple reward of acknowledging to yourself that, hey, I did it, on the days you're able to do whatever it is you set out to do, helps you. You can become more effective right now. All you really need is a willingness to do so. And when you, for a temporary amount of time, measure the things that you believe can have the biggest impact on your future, you've got a tool that helps you to encourage yourself. Simple counting. And effectiveness, as you build it, it makes your life work better. So I encourage you to count. It's a simple tool to be more effective. Count whatever it is you want to do more of. Count so that you know what you did. Count to inspire yourself to keep going. Count and you will do more over time. You'll be able to count on yourself to get results. By the way, do you want to learn more? If so, then join the email list here at software-enterprise.com. Thank you so much for being here. This is Cynthia Ann Layton, owner of Software Enterprise Limited.